What up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm J, and we are locked in, and I want to know what's on your TV. This is the all-new season 5 of Ready to Love. Our main man, Nephew Tommy, is back. We got 20 new people coming into this house, and we are in DC this time. I know we've been in Houston the last couple of seasons, but we moved to the East Coast, and we're in DC. But before we get into this, shout out to the notification gang. If you're new to the channel, you can be a part of it. Hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Hit that like button. It's the easiest thing you can do. Now, we have 20 new cast members, 10 men, 10 women, and we're looking for love. We're going to see how this plays out, because we know over the last couple of seasons, we only had a couple people actually stay together. So let's jump into it. This is season 5, the casting special of Ready to Love. We bring back Jason and Liz. They were from Houston. They were one of the couples that actually made it to the end and were actually in a relationship after the show. So even after production, it wasn't just for show. They were together. Now, you know how I do things on my channel. I don't really like to bring any of the outside noise in. So whatever they got going on, y'all can comment that down below. But we're just going to go off of the show and what we got here. So there's no rumors or anything, anything's getting misconstrued. But Jason and Liz are back, and they're just talking about how their relationship is and how they worked after the show. And that's what we want. We want to see couples actually stay together. That's what the show is for. That's what we're expecting. We get to meet the cast, and our first member is Frank, 35 years old. He owns his own beverage. He's a pretty down-to-earth guy. He says he's assertive and he knows what he wants. He's also looking for a woman that's going to cherish the relationship that they have. He was in a relationship for 4 years. She didn't cherish what they had going on. So what he's looking for now in a woman is someone that's kind of down to earth, someone that can come home, y'all kick it, y'all hang out at the house, just chill, eat a good meal, and enjoy each other. This is Frank, 35. Next up, we have Corey, 40 years old. He owns a gym. He has a couple deal breakers though, lady. Don't go to his phone. Don't lose yourself. And don't verbally disrespect him. Those are respectable. But he's 40 years old, and he does say he goes on 100 dates in the last 12 months. I don't know how that's going to work on this show when the ladies hear that. So I would keep that to myself and just have it on this casting special. But he knows how to talk to women, it seems like. And he said he has the 3 6s, what ladies are normally looking for. 6 feet, 6 pack, 6 digits. This is Corey, 40 years old, the gym owner. This is Phil, 37 years old. He's a consultant to the government. If you know anything about that, I used to be in the military, and prior to that, I worked with the Department of Interior on litigation court cases for the Native Americans. So what he's doing, and he owns his own marketing firm. So this guy, he's very business driven. He's been single for the last 2 years, and he had a lady that he thought it was going to be, that was going to be the end with her. It's going to be him and her, but it didn't pan out that way. Moving forward, he's looking for a woman that's going to be his partner, make that power couple. And in his words, that Barack and Michelle type. Now, his mother passed, so for him, he's trying not to live with any regrets because he wanted his mother to see him get married. That didn't happen, but he's still marriage driven. This is Phil, 37. Tommy asked Jason and Liz how do they feel about the first 3 people that we met, and so far they're saying that they're liking them. They start making jokes about number 2, our boy, that owns the gym. Tommy's like, I got the 6 figures. Yeah, I got the 6 figures. I got the 6 pack, and I'm 6 foot. So hey, I fall in that category. But they call him a player, and even I said I don't know, he should probably keep that to himself when he gets on the show, because when the women hear that, you might be facing elimination in the first day when they hear, oh, he's a player. Tommy calls out Liz because she's like, I feel like anybody can find love. And he's like, just because you did doesn't mean everybody can. You know how that is. You pass your test. You like, oh, everybody can pass that test. No, everybody can't pass that test. Everybody just ain't got it. But they over here, they gave their perspective of the show and what they need to do. Jason says you need to be genuine and be true to who you are. And also be confident out there, fellas, because you are the key to this. You find you a nice woman on here. Now we get to meet some of the women. The first one we have is Shiloh, 33. She's an intimacy coach. Now she's saying the DMV area is this small, and it's kind of hard to find people. Now my younger brother, the better looking version of me, he's 33 also. He lives in Alexandria. You just got to look for him. My brother out there doing his thing. But she's an intimacy coach. She said the last relationship she was in, they dated for 6 months and she found out he was married. To me, that sounds kind of fishy. You probably knew he was married, and then 6 months into it, you broke up with him. But what she's looking for is a nice, genuine man. She's a very attractive woman. What she's looking for is a guy that's going to be there for her. She's the lovey-dovey type. Come home, give her a big hug, embrace her, show that love. She's the intimacy coach. So you would think she has a lot of men lined up because she's talking to a lot of people and coaching them up. But this is Shiloh, 33. Hope she finds love. Next up is lovely Courtney, 30 years old, marketing consultant. Now for her, she does have a child. She's 30 years old. She had the child when she was 25. She says she's worth the headache. No man wants to hear that because none of us want no headache. No matter how attractive you are, no matter how much you do for us, we don't want that headache. But she seems like a lively young woman, and she's saying that she's not going to be that 25-year-old Courtney no more. She's more mature, and she said once she had a child, her priorities change, and they should. She likes her man seasoned. She doesn't want to teach you anything. She wants you to teach her stuff. But at 30, you should be seasoned in the game yourself. You should know how to live. But she wants a man that's going to be there for her and make things easier for her and her child. This is Courtney, 30. Next up is Camille, 42 years old. She's a teacher. Love me some brown skin. But she's a teacher, and she says she's an immature teacher. Not to the fact that she's immature, but she doesn't teach the class as far as like being straight to the point. She has fun so the kids can enjoy things. So that right there, that makes it enjoyable for the kids to actually learn something. That's the kind of teacher you always want. Now, she jokes around about having a nickname called the Black Widow. She'll get with guys, then after a while, she'll just get rid of them. She says she has more rings than Michael Jordan. That's something you should probably keep to yourself. So this is showing everybody when the show goes on, it isn't the men that are messing up with Camille. It's her just losing interest. But this is Camille, 42, the Black Widow. So remember that when you see her starting to say, oh, these men aren't doing anything. No, this is what you do. Your MO is to be with them and then leave them. But this is Camille. Production asked Camille how many times was she engaged. She said 3 times. Now, she felt like she wasn't really in love. She's 42 now, so she's finally understanding what she wants and needs and what she needs to do to make a relationship work. But at 42, you should have figured that out after maybe not the first engagement, maybe the second, but definitely by the third. If you weren't in love with any of these guys, why are you getting engaged? If I don't love a woman, I'm not going to propose to her. Ladies, if you're not in love with the person and they propose to you, don't get engaged. Just like I was breaking down on don't get engaged if you're not in love. Jason and Liz are saying the same thing. You're about to be in front of 10 different men. You've been in 3 different engagements and none of them worked. How is it going to, you're going to have to know exactly what you want. You're going to have to sit back and listen to these men, because if they hear that you've been in these engagements, they're not going to move forward with you because it's just going to be another Black Widow. Good luck, Camille. Good luck. That's all I'm going to say. Next up is Cornelius, 39 years old, an electrical engineer. You can tell he's a country boy. You hear the accent. So I'm like, man, you need to be careful. These city girls, they going, you know what I'm saying? Not the city girl group, but these women that live in the city, the busy areas. Yeah, they might be able to pick you apart. But he's an electrical engineer. He has a good job. He said he wasn't where he needed to be spiritually, so he got back into church. He's family oriented. He said he gets his lively spirit from his mother. He's also looking for himself a wife. But he said he's going to refrain from sex with any of the women here because he wants to get to know them. So I'm like, all right. He wants to know them on a deeper level. At 39, hey, do your thing, brother. Next up, and I hope I'm pronouncing her name right, is Muming. She's 36. She's a singer-songwriter. She says she's a little rusty in the dating world. The guys that she previously been in relationships with, she said she didn't notice some of the things that were probably telltale signs of, girl, keep it moving. This ain't the right thing for you. So it kind of looks like, she's oblivious to some certain things, but she wants to lead her relationship in spirituality. She's looking for a man that knows what he wants, has his own mind. She's not going to lead with, I'm not having sex with you till marriage, but that's what she's on. She wants to stay, celibate until you guys get married. This is Muming, and I hope she finds love, attractive woman. They talk about the high standards that Liz had when she came in, and she's telling her, hey, you got to stick to that. Now, Tommy being Tommy, he's like, wait, y'all still sticking to that? Jason is like, yeah, man, it's the devil and the angel on my shoulder. And the devil's starting to talk to the angel like, hey, bro, come on, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. At this age, we over 35 years old, 36 to 40 years old. Yeah, man, that's too much. Ain't nobody really trying to do all that. You ain't make the last guy wait. Next up, we have Aisha, 38 years old. She's a hair salon owner. Now, she was previously married for 11 years. She has 2 kids. She's also saying that the dating pool has pee in it. Well, just to be sure and make things clear, you're in the dating pool with us, so that means you're peeing in it also. But what she's looking for is someone that's going to actually love her from her head to her toes. And that was her previous husband, but she said he was cheating, so she had to make a decision for her and her kids. She's saying she wants a man to go above and beyond, dates, send her flowers, call and do all that. Well, we in our late 30s. We ain't got time for all that. We can go on a date. I'll shoot you a text. Hey, I'll be over later. But she's here looking for love, and she wants someone that's going to love all of her and her kids. This is Aisha, 38. Walter, 46. He's an entrepreneur. He would call himself a reformed thug. Now, a lot of us, we grew up in places, it wasn't an ideal situation. That's why I'm not in Kansas City no more. I was in a lot of knucklehead stuff. Now, Walter, he moved out to Maryland. He was married for a year. Now, unfortunately for him and his wife, she graduated, and he tried to step his game up and be the man that he needed to be. But after she graduated, she passed a year later. This is Walter, 46. Him and his wife, they were looking to have kids, but it turns out she had a cyst on her ovary and she passed away from that. Now, I was just home for 2 months. My sister just passed September 27th. Rest in peace, Tanika. I love you. But she had ovarian cancer also. So that's very serious and it's very real. And I can understand what he's going through because that was his wife. That was my sister. I was there with my sister till the end. But he's looking for someone that he could be with because he wants to keep that family going. He wants to start a family and move forward with that. Zadia, 35 years old, seems athletic. She's out there running and stuff. Now, for her, she doesn't like a spontaneous man. She doesn't want to show up to your house. So for her, she's telling you straight up, you need to book time with her. You need to book a session and an appointment to see her. Now, that's going to be tough for men when they hear that, because if I'm with a woman, I don't need to schedule nothing out. Hey, let's do this then. If you're free, all right. But I'm not going to say, hey, are you free 2 weeks from now on Tuesday? No, for men, we're not for somebody we're talking to. Like, no. Now, she has a lot of energy, and I like that. She says she likes to talk a little bit of trash. So you got to be able to go back and forth with her, guys. If you ain't got those punchlines ready, then it's going to be a tough one for you. But you got to watch that, because some ladies, they'll throw those jokes out, but when you throw them out, they can't take them. So you got to feel the energy. But she has a good personality on her from what I see. Just, I didn't like the scheduling the appointment thing. Other than that, I hope she finds love. Next up, Sabrina, 45, fashion designer. She has a beautiful young daughter, but it turns out the father of her child, he was married, had kids with her, had a side chick, and some baby mamas. Now, I'm pretty sure she probably knew about one of them. Now, she's trying to put all the blame on him, but it is what it is. You should have married this guy first before you had kids, and then that would have kind of, messed up some things. If you go to the courthouse and look at somebody's name, it tells you if they're actually married or not. That's documented. Now, Sabrina, she starts talking about men with small penises, and she doesn't want to be with someone with a small penis. She says finding a man isn't the problem. Finding a good man is. Well, that good man may have a small penis. So you can't have everything, you know what I'm saying? Some guys, they just lacking down there, but they make up for it in other areas. But, hey, you want what you want. You get what you get. Hope you find love. Dante, 38, he said he had it all planned out. Get his high school sweetheart, white picket fence, get married, have kids, and do everything that you're supposed to do. You know, that fairy tale lifestyle. You see it on TV, they grow up, they make it happen. But as Dante realized, when we get in the real world, it doesn't always go as planned. There's going to be some ups and downs in this, in your plan called life. It looks like this man does a lot of traveling, but he's looking for a woman that's going to be genuine and real with him, because looks, they'll fade away. So he wants somebody that he could build with and grow with moving forward from here on out. Now, he changed up his lifestyle. You can see he's pretty athletic. He's out there. He's adventurous. He said he switched over to being a vegan. So ladies, hey, this is my boy Dante. Next up is Carrington, 33 years old. This gentleman here, he's saying, I hear about all the situationships and things. Now, he had a relationship. It was 6 years ago. He actually has a daughter from that relationship that he loves very much. Now, he's looking for a woman, but the woman he's looking for is something you probably wouldn't expect to hear. He says he's looking for an alpha woman, an alpha female, one that's going to take charge and do things. Man, that's going to be tough, brother, because you're going to be taking orders. you might be getting yelled at. Good luck on that. I hope you find love, but that's going to be a tough one. TYRONE, 44, cybersecurity CEO. He was prior military. Said he hasn't been in a relationship in over 3 years. But moving forward, he's looking for someone that he can be with. Now, he's seen the relationship that his parents had, but he noticed things weren't as perfect as you would expect them to be when you're looking at your parents. So he has a different outlook on these relationships. LAMONT, 44, and this gentleman here, you can tell by the way he speaks, spoken word and open mics. That's his thing. So he does cybersecurity, but when he gets off that 9 to 5 and takes that suit off, you find an open mic, you're going to find our boy Lamont there. And one thing about relationships, he doesn't want it where you have to be walking on ice. You know, you tiptoeing, acting like you're something, but you're really not that. So he wants a woman that's going to be open and upfront with him and be real with everything she's telling him. Miss KHERI, baby, 38, interior decorator. Now, she said she got married at the young age of 21, so she didn't know how to be a wife, and I respect that. I don't think you should get married like right after school. You know, if you do get married earlier, like 25, 26, that's a cool age because you know a little bit more in life. Now, she's saying in DC, it's not hard to get a date, but all they looking for is a good time or someone to hang out with. Now, her girls tell her when she's in a relationship, she's doing the most because she's cooking and stuff. That's not doing the most. That's building yourself with that person, and you guys are seeing how you interact with each other. Don't listen to your friends about that. If you want to cook for your man, cook for your man. Now, KHERI, she seems like she knows what she wants, and that's a good thing. Hope she finds love. Libba, 44, she said she was married for the majority of her adult life, but they were living in different quarters. She was in one room, he was in another room, and that wasn't where she wanted to be. Now, she's looking for her twin flame, you know, someone that's going to be genuine with her. Everybody's looking for somebody genuine, but she's looking for someone that's going to be into God and also that can actually coexist with her and make things happen. This is Libba, and I hope she finds love. Next up, we got Nephew, 40 years old. He said he was in a relationship for a year with a woman that was in the military. He said after she had 1 month notice before she moved across the world. Well, that's called PCS and permanent change of station. We don't have any control of that. She may have been on a deployment, a TDY, but when the military calls, we got to go no matter what. There's no, hey, I don't want to do that. You're going. But that was his relationship. Now he's looking for a woman that takes care of her body. He seems pretty well fit. He travels a little bit, and he just wants somebody that's going to be there for him. You know, his previous relationship, she left. She didn't have no control over it, but he's in the DMV and he's looking for someone in the local area. We have Tasia, 33 years old. She says she's the girl next door, also a trophy wife. She got the curves. She says she got the hair. She has a lively personality. I will give her that. An attractive woman also. Now, what she's looking for is the manly man. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the full beard, the jawline, everything. So, fellas, you have to come correct with her because she is not playing around. Then she starts talking about how you need to find the medium ugly man. Now me, I'm regular ugly. I'm not medium ugly. I'm not low ugly. Just a regular man. That's funny. I like her. I like her personality. But she says you need to find the medium ugly so you'll always be the better looking one. I don't know what guy looks better than this woman. Whatever woman I'm with, she looks better than me, and I don't care. That's what she's supposed to be. Now, Tommy's breaking it all down. This is our couples. So we're getting ready to jump into episode 2, which is actually episode 1 of the whole season. All right, there you go. That was the casting special, which is episode 1. Episode 2 is going to be the first episode of the actual show. But let me know what you guys think. Comment below what you think about this cast. Who you think is going to be one of the first people to go? Who you think may be a possible couple? Let me know below. I'm Mo.J. If you like the content on the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'm out.
Jimmy on a beat, boy.